Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to my first episode of Kaos's Corner. It's my corner. On today's episode, we've got a very special guest, a very saucy guest, if you want to introduce yourself.
Ooh, hey, hey guys, my name is Carter Sauce. How you doing today, Chaos? Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's a blast having you. Also, like my first episode, like I didn't know who I was gonna have on, and
yeah,
I think it was like just awesome that you're on.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, I saw your tweet,
well,
and you were like, "Hey, I'm gonna start a podcast if there was anybody who wanted to join as a guest," and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna hit this guy up," because dude, I freaking watch your reactions all the time, and they're just so fun to watch.
Thank you so much. I have fun doing them.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so I don't want this to kind of be like an interview series, but I do have some questions I would like to ask that maybe like the viewers, listeners, it's probably not gonna have a video with it, just like an audio, like maybe like a picture in the background, probably gonna put some like nice like lo-fi hip hop behind it. I don't know, chill vibes,
It's like a coffee shop, just vibing.
Yeah,
like
just
some
chill,
synth
but
waves.
yeah, just vibing. So I do have some questions I would like to ask you, and we can like chat about it.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be like about your channel, and about what it is. So like what do you do on YouTube? Like, what is your channel for anybody who might not know?
Well, so I am a YouTuber, obviously, as Chaos just said. No, I make rap songs, primarily nerdcore, though I do like to dabble back and forth between original and covers and whatnot. But mostly I like to just make songs about, video games, anime, comic books even. Yeah, that's really what it's all about.
All right, so I have a question though. So you make songs, like you make songs about nerdcore and all the other stuff. So like my question is like why? Why did you decide? Like what made you decide to make a channel that makes nerdcore songs, etc. or whatever?
Yeah. Well, excuse me. Well, when I first I always thought rap was kind of cool. Like I was one of those kids who would watch
Wait,
like
rap is cool?
Yeah. Contrary to popular belief, it's actually pretty neat,
No, but I was just joking. No, isn't it? I thought rap was cake.
Everything is cake. You're cake. Chaos? More like Kaos. That was bad.
That's it, guys. Chaos's Corner, episode 1. It's really just cake.
It's just cake. The whole podcast is
Okay,
cake.
back to the question. Why you made the channel?
No, so I liked rap. I thought it was fun, and I never knew that you could make songs about, like things that were already pre-established, like games and anime and stuff. And I was scrolling through YouTube one day, and I think it was a friend. We were really into Five Nights at Freddy's at the time. And they were like, yo, this guy made a song about Five Nights at Freddy's. And I was like, okay, I gotta check it out. And it was actually JT
Let me guess.
Music.
Oh, I was gonna say JT. I was gonna say JT. I was like, let me guess, JT.
It's always that. I mean, that's their shtick.
No, his
shtick at this point.
His song, his songs about that are iconic.
Yeah, they kind of paved the way for Five Nights at Freddy's music in general. That and like the Living Tombstone.
I think JT.
What's that?
Like JT is one of the big ones. Like kind of side note to me, like why I'm into nerdcore. JT's Modern Warfare 2 song was what got me into it. Like way back in the day when he was JT Machinima, but that's like
exactly where the old logo where it was like an actual skull.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh,
well, it still is a skull. It just looks like it's like a music note inside it now.
It always felt more like a squid than a skull. The recent one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's like the animation thing where it's like kind of jiggly, and I was like, "That's a squid."
Jiggly?
That's not a squid. I mean, it's kind of jiggly. It's like, and I'm like, "That's not a skull. Right. Skulls don't." Anyways,
sorry for that little sidebar. You can continue.
Yeah. No. So I saw their Five Nights at Freddy's rap, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." So I started. I had kind of dabbled in music before, and it was awful. But I was like, at the time, I'm a huge comic nerd. So I was really fascinated with the character Deathstroke, and I decided to make a Deathstroke song and upload it to YouTube. It's not up there anymore. If people go to check for it, it was tons of spelling errors and crap. I was like 13 when I made it. But that's kind of what set that path to
that's totally fine though. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you're having fun. You were vibing, huh? At least you were vibing, right? You
Oh,
having fun?
dude, I thought I was the hottest thing since like, you know, freaking Eminem, but it was trash. It was hot trash, but it was so fun. That's the thing, and that's what it's all about.
So, I guess this probably answers my next question I have on this list was like, how long have you been making music?
Yeah, so I've been making music since I was about 13.
Yep. So
obviously.
how long would that be? How long would that be?
Oh, let's see. I'm 18 now. Math. 5 years. 5 years.
I could have told you. I like how you had to take a second. That's funny, dude. That's funny. That's awesome.
I don't know how I graduated high school. I'm telling you. No, but I only really got serious about it. Maybe like the past couple years is when I've been really like, okay, this is actually something that, you know, I could see myself doing long term, if not making money out of it, at least just being a hobby. But yeah, I started the YouTube channel like 4 years ago. Yeah, this September it'll be 4 years.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It looks like you're growing though. Like, kind of talking about now, like it looks like you might actually be able to consider this like a job in the future. I mean,
yeah, you never know. I mean, I obviously the more effort you put into it, the more you grow. And I've only, like I said, got really serious about it the past couple of years. And if you look at like the spike, just this 2020, early 2020 was when my channel was like, okay, you're actually making stuff now. I guess we'll expose you to some more subs, more views.
Well, I think I mean, as much as, you know, the whole lockdown, some people have been like really upset by it. It has opened the door for content creators because, you know, widespread, a lot of people have more free time to, you know, go online. And, you know,
it really does. And personally, I feel like that's helped a lot because I wouldn't be making half the content I am now. I wouldn't be able to be doing this weekly. Obviously, COVID and Corona, it's awful, but it's nice to be able to take advantage of a bad situation, you know?
Yeah, and I think sharing a positive message through it is kind of why I started doing reactions was at the beginning of COVID, because I wanted to spread, you know, I recently got let go because the restaurant I was working at, they didn't need you know, anybody for me to be there. Like where I was working, they didn't need me because they were, you know, shut down to takeout, you know. And they said, okay, well, we don't. So I was like, fine, I'll sit down here and just, you know, I'm my nice bubbly personality. Let's go and just record some reactions to these dope songs that I love every week. You know, because some songs, like, I can't remember what song it was. Actually, no, I remember it right now. It was Fable's Kakashi track. I literally had to leave the room because I was such in disbelief when I listened to it the first time. I had to stop, like, literally after the chorus. I literally had to leave the room because I had to take a mental, like, I had to mentally, like, process what the heck I just listened to, because I could not believe that like a song like that could be created. You know. I mean, that's not to say
people sleep on Nerdcore too. Like people are like, oh, it's just songs about games. It's like, no, this is actual music. You don't realize the Nerdcore artists can make actual good crap. It's crazy.
Yeah, and like Fable goes like, he gives 100% and then some of himself on every track. Like
I see what you
seriously,
did there.
And yeah, you know, went the 100% in me. That's also another one that you know, I wish I would have been able to react to because he released those around like the same time. Mm-hmm. And I was like, whoa, those tracks are dope. And I had such a good reaction. I'm like, why don't I sit in front of a camera now in the future and do that? And that's kind of why I started making my channel, was to like make someone laugh, you know, share my reactions with people. And some of my friends say, oh, I didn't even know this song existed until you posted videos about it. And I'm like, you do now. Welcome to welcome to the lovely Nerdcore, you know, universe over here. But yeah,
it's
okay.
Crazy.
So you've been making music for like 5 years, but serious for 2.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah.
Roughly. You know, roughly. Okay. And then the name Carter Sauce is like, I know you kind of talked about it in your Q&A video about the origin behind why you picked Carter Sauce. But I don't think everybody here has seen that. You know, and if they have, well, you can explain it again. But for those people who are watching this podcast that don't know behind the name Carter Sauce, the origin behind it, why did you choose that name?
So, yeah, I had actually gone through a couple of names as I was beginning making music, and they were just awful. Before we started recording, I was telling you I had the name Cart3R, spelled with a K, and I think that was my first rapper name per se. But ever since middle school, one of my friends, they had the nickname Carter Sauce for me because we're down in South Carolina, a lot of seafood, you know, we're right by the ocean. So a popular condiment was tartar sauce, which I thought is, and still think, it's disgusting. It's the nastiest stuff. I can't stand it.
I don't like it either. I don't like it either.
I just don't. But they thought that was funny that I didn't like it, so they started calling me Carter Sauce to get on my nerves. And it kind of became a running gag, and after a while I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna put this on YouTube, and I need a YouTube name. And I spent like a solid week just like brainstorming names, and I was like, none of these are good enough. And one of my friend was like, just do Carter Sauce. I mean, that's who you are. And I'm like, you know what, fine, I'll do Carter Sauce.
I like it. I like it.
And it just kind of stuck.
It's saucy.
It's very saucy, as the name indicates.
Yeah. I mean, do you want me to tell? Okay, my origin.
Yeah.
Story,
How did your name come around?
I told Jeff about this in a call, but I'm gonna tell you about it.
Oh, I'm ready.
So I didn't always used to go by Kaos. I went by, back in the day, like when I was younger, I used to play this game called RuneScape. Okay, it's an online, you know. If you know what RuneScape is, you know what it is. If you don't, Google it. It's hard for me to.
I have to Google. I've never heard of this.
It's like an online MMO RPG where you level up, you get stats. There's like a membership for it, and you get additional features and like quests in the game and additional like skills you can level up. So it's kind of like,
I got you.
It was like you either played that game or you played like World of Warcraft. Those were like the two big ones back then.
Okay.
You know. And it was one of those. Okay, so I used to go by. Okay, this is like I used to go by. I'm gonna name drop here. I don't care because I'm assuming your real name's Carter, so I don't. My real name is Kyle, so I went by Kyle Dude in that. So I was like
Kyle Dude.
And then when I got my Xbox, I got 360, and I went and tried to put Kyle Dude into the thing, and it's like, oh, you can't do that. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. Okay, so I decided to shorten it to K Dude. So that was my name for the longest time. Sometimes I'd have to put numbers after it because K Dude was already taken.
Naturally,
these people out here taking my name. And then
how dare they?
And then
there's only one K Dude, and that's my boy Chaos.
And then a couple years ago, I remember it was like literally 2 years around this time, 2 years ago, 2018. I had a dream that I was in like was in an esports tournament, like participating on an esports team for Call of Duty, and I went by the name Chaos.
Wow.
And so
it was an actual
up
revelation.
It was like I woke up, changed my name, and everyone was like, "Oh, cool name! Like, dude, that sounds so cool." And I'm like, just came to me in a dream. It was
that is the best. Oh my god! Like people. No, it came to me in a dream. It's like, no, seriously, no, it did.
It came to me in a dream. It was like it was like fate, you know? It was like the world telling me I need to go by Chaos. And then how your boy Chaos, that's just kind of like, that's just me putting that in there so I could fit in the YouTube algorithm.
Oh, it's so good.
If you put Chaos in there for the longest time, you would not see me. I changed it on YouTube to your boy Chaos.
Yeah.
I'm there. You see my face.
Add a little customization to it.
But you could call me Chaos, like seriously, you know? You don't have to say your boy Chaos.
Can I call you K-Dude?
You can call me whatever you want. I had some... I was streaming and I had this one kid who would watch my streams. He called me Kaduddy, so you can call me whatever you want.
Hey, shakalaka.
All right. Oh, there's my name origin. It was a dream.
That's crazy.
It was all a dream, but the dream was actually cake.
It was all cake.
It was all cake.
Damn. No, that's funny because I was expecting like, you know, some like big story about you going on this thing and blowing something up or something very, you know, chaotic.
Oh gosh.
But no, that's so funny that it's like, no, it just came in a dream. That's just
like out of nowhere,
so
out of nowhere, and I was like, huh. And then I thought,
so
wait,
good.
I suck at video games.
Oh no.
Like I'm okay. Okay, I don't think I'm esports quality, but I mean it sounded cool in the, like when I was thinking about it. I was like, okay. But I have on here any other names that you were considering? That was another question I was gonna ask.
Ooh, well, yeah, you know, obviously, like I said, Cart 3R for a while. That was the only really big contender. I had some other really weird names like Lightning Carter, whatever. The two big ones though were Carter Sauce and Cart 3R.
Yeah, but you had to pick the saucy one. Come on,
had to
let's
pick
all
the
be real
saucy
here.
one.
Like,
Yeah.
let's all be real. Carter Sauce, like, I just think that sounds so cool. Like, I don't know, but it does.
And it was funny because I never had the notion of, you know, like the kind of slang term, like, yo, he's got the sauce. You know what I'm saying? I never understood that when I first did it, but after I learned about that, I was kind of like, oh, yeah, I got the sauce.
Good.
Literally.
It's got the sauce, man.
But yeah, dude.
For me, I wasn't considering any names until the dream, and then it was like, okay. I went by K-Dude for so long, and I was like, I was thinking about changing my name, but I never had anything. I couldn't think of anything, and then that dream, so I didn't have any other names that I was considering. It was just like, I'll put my name in front of the word dude, and then I'll just shorten it.
Really?
And then I had the dream. Like, for me, it just seemed pretty straightforward. Like, I didn't have to think about it. I was just like,
Yeah.
It's kind of like me when I play role-playing games. Like when you customize the character, I just go default. I want to play the game. I don't care. I don't want to think about
It's
it.
like, just get into the content. No, I'm just imagining you like sleeping and like there's just the heavens open up and God comes down and he's like, all right, my son, you shall now be known as, what's up everybody, it's your boy Kaos.
Back at it,
and then he just kind of goes back. And it's, oh, dude, no, that's the best story I think I've ever heard of how somebody got their name.
You know, I keep trying to do different intros for my stuff because I just
don't change. Your boy Chaos is it's iconic now.
Yeah. It's so iconic. No, I meant like change my intro because I keep saying the same thing every time. You know, it's like, it's your boy Chaos. You know, there was one time I did a little skit. I don't know if you watched my reaction to Divine Music's, what is it? Why am I spacing the Goat Sin? Why am I spacing it? Right now.
I know the character. I don't think I saw that video.
Gother. Yeah, Gother.
Gother.
I did a little skit in the beginning where I have a 7 Deadly Sins mug, and I'm like, I have it cut to me walking to my chair. I go, let's see what I got. I'm putting on my headphones, and I'm saying, let's see, what do we got here? Divine Music dropped a Gother track. Well, and I was like, well, then I take a sip of water from the cup, clearly in frame. This should be something special. And I set it down, and you can hear me set the mug down on the table. And then it just like, the look on my face was like, well, here's the sip noise. This should be something special. And then I just set it down, and I was like, you know, and I got that kind of inspiration to make the little beginning skits from another like reactor channel. He goes by Elon Extreme. I actually chat with him a little bit. I met him on the platform, and it's kind of cool what kind of friends I've been making on the platform. Like, you know,
it's awesome,
like Elon, and then also like you and, you know, Jeff. Like, it's absolutely like friends and like people I would never have met had I not done this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's crazy. You get to meet all sorts of people, and it's really dope.
Yeah. So, I think this is one of the ones that I know Jeff helped me a little bit with things I should ask you, and I think this is one of the things he helped me think of. It's like, it says here, like, to talk more in depth about your inspiration. So what was your inspiration? Like, who inspires you, maybe within and without, you know, like with inside of Nerdcore and probably like outside of Nerdcore? Who inspires your you know, your music, your rapping?
Oh man, I was not prepared for this one. That's philosophical right there. No, as far as inside Nerdcore, obviously, you know, JT Music, formerly known as JT Machinima, they're kind of the ones who kicked it off. So I've always looked up to them. as artists, and I feel like I started modeling my voice after them toward the beginning, before kind of finding my own voice. But you know, just anybody I can listen to, any new artist, friends send me like, hey, check this guy. I want to try to get as much exposure to hip hop and rap and all forms of music, really, but especially those two, so that I can learn more. I can try to model different styles after them. I feel like it was back in like 2016, and I was doing these like little challenges, and there was this guy who commented on my video, and he goes, yo, you sound like Swizz. And I was like, who?
Really?
They're like,
really?
Swizz. And I'm like, I don't know. They're like, it's Swizzlefish. And I was like, I had never heard of this guy. They're like, he's with Hospin. And I was like, okay. So I went to check him out, and you know.
Oh, you mean Hobson?
Hobson. I'm dumb. Yeah.
I like Hobson. I actually like Hobson. Hobson's cool.
He's so good. COVID Mansion. Freaking hilarious.
Like, to be honest, I don't listen to much rappers outside of Nerdcore, but Hobson's one of them. Eminem being another one.
Oh yeah.
Like, those are like the big ones. I feel like it's because like they tell it how it is. Like, I feel like it. Like,
yeah, they're just blunt, and it's great, you know.
And it's not always about the same thing. Like, you know, they rap about like real world stuff, but it's like it's different. Like, it's not about the same thing every song, which I kind of feel like a lot of like mainstream rap is kind of about the same thing. Just
they always go back to the same old, you know, money, sex, drugs. And I feel like we've gotten to a point where we've kind of expanded past that. And I feel like a lot of artists, especially outside of Nerdcore and stuff, are kind of focusing more on the lyricism and the lyrical side of that, which I think is really cool. But it does still kind of default. It does still kind of default back to that. But yeah, no. So, but he was like, "You sound like Swizzlefish," and I was like, "I gotta look this guy up." And I don't know if you've heard him before, but he's got this. Yeah, he's got that very, "Yo, what's going on?" And
yeah, I know.
I was like, this guy's joking. I don't sound anything like him. And then I went back and I started listening. I'm like, I could kind of see where he's coming from. But I was able to kind of listen to him and more of Hobson and these guys and kind of, you know, just piece off. Oh, he's got that flow, the da 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 da. Oh, da, and I was able to, you know, kind of apply it to my own music.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sorry, I went on a long tangent there.
Yeah, those are good inspirations. Like, you know, JT though. JT's so, like, one of the big ones. Like JT and I think Dan Bull for me back like when I was, you know, thinking about it back when I was 13. You know, it seems like so long ago. I'm gonna say that was 10 years ago. So you guys can do the math in the podcast here, and you can too, Carter.
Not my weakness. That's what you. Oh God, you're 43.
No, 23 for those out there struggling like Carter is. No, it's all good, dude. It's all good.
Now you're definitely in your mid 40s. I knew it all along.
Definitely, just have a baby face. Let's go.
No, you're just cake. You're just cake.
Nope. This whole thing is
just cake.
I think we're just memeing.
People are gonna
now.
look
We're
back.
just memeing.
People are gonna look back to this and they're gonna be like, "What the heck are they talking about?" Because this cake
meme's
joke is
gonna
gonna die.
away. It's a meme, guys. Look it up.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this in the future, just look up memes from July of 2020. You'll know what we're talking about.
You see, there were these cakes, but they didn't look like cakes.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah. It says, okay, this is also something I think I pasted from what Jeff was saying. It says, kind of get his idea for what music means. So kind of get his meaning your idea for what music means. I don't know. I kind of copy pasted. I was like,
wow.
okay.
What music means?
Like maybe what music means to you. Maybe that's what it means. Like what does music mean to you?
That makes more sense.
Like
that makes yeah.
I feel like I just took his stuff, copy pasted without even thinking about it. He's gonna watch this episode.
Like, yeah, this is a question.
Wow. He's gonna go, wow.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
No. Jeff's awesome though. Thank you. Thank you for the help though. Thank you for the help, Jeff. I know you're gonna watch this.
Yeah.
He will.
And
he will.
Just work on your spelling next time and you'll be fine, bud. Grammar. No, I can't say anything with the math skills that I've presented here. I've got no room to talk. No.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
It's fine, dude. It's fine. You know? But yeah, like what music means to you. Back on topic. Let's get
back on topic. Yeah, no. That's what podcasts are all about. Getting off topic, right?
It's awesome though,
No.
but we don't get too far. I think we're doing a really good job on not getting too far off topic.
We're staying pretty in between the lines.
Yeah.
You could say.
Staying saucy.
Staying saucy, and you know that's what music is about. It's about the sauce, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the sauce that makes the music. Some people, they're like, they got the drip. No, the thing about the drip doesn't last forever. You know what does last forever? The sauce. The sauce.
Lasts,
you know.
Yeah.
No, man. In all seriousness, music it's an art. Really, it's a way to express yourself at the end of the day. Whether you're with Nerdcore, whether you're expressing something you love and something you just have fun with, like your typical anime, video game, or whatever, and you have fun doing that, and you want to express, you know, I think this is cool, and I want to express how I feel that through song, and through various ways. Sometimes, like, you know, if you're Eminem or whatever, you need to let out, you need to vent.
Yeah.
Throw on a trap beat and just get angry. You know what I'm saying? But with different music. It's all about putting how you feel and what you're trying to communicate to others about how words. I'm trying to sound fancy. To tell them, you know, like to communicate an inspiration, I guess.
Yeah. Well, for me personally, I think music kind of helps express what normal words can't express. Because
Absolutely.
you've got like, it's kind of like you've got like these words that rhyme. It's kind of something like it's like a poem pretty much. Like it literally kind of is. It's like a poem but to an actual like beat to the music. So it's like I feel like between the lyrics and the instrumentals and everything and the way it's portrayed and like the kind of like the how it's delivered, you know, the delivery of certain vocals, it says something that it just hits within someone so deep that where words cannot. Like you could tell them the exact same thing by just telling it to them, but when they hear it in song, they really feel it. It's just like, and that's what I feel is music can express what normal words cannot.
Absolutely.
And,
yeah, I couldn't have said it better. And I think it's really cool when. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you can go and continue. I'll finish my thought when you're done.
Well, I was just gonna say that, you know, I think it's really cool to see when people break the boundaries of what we think of as, like, you know, typical music and a classic fashion of, you know, verse hook, bridge hook, whatever. I feel it's really cool to see some artists break those boundaries and kind of bring in a new, fresh take to it. People like, you know, Hobo Johnson, as edgy as it is, 21 Pilots even. But these different artists where they go all out and just bring a new take, and you're like, wait a minute, that's not what normally sound music is. And it's just really cool because it makes you feel different things. And it's really fresh, which is hard to find with music nowadays. You get so much of the same thing.
Yeah. Music has literally been a huge part of my life, which is kind of, you know, why some people have been saying, like, even the songs I've been putting out, they've been like, oh, dude, that's so good for, like, a few songs. It's like, it's just because I've been doing music my whole life. I've been doing music since I was, like, in elementary school. I had a music teacher, and I grew a fondness for it because of that music teacher. It's so long ago, I can't remember his name. I feel so bad.
For shame.
He had like a xylophone group, like a marimba xylophone group, and I was in it. Like every year, I was in it, and I absolutely enjoyed it.
That's
and
awesome.
then in middle school, I did like band. I played trombone. I was a trombone player. I'm gonna say this right now. I played trombone.
Respect.
And then I didn't like it anymore, and I picked up guitar. And let me tell you, the love I grew for playing guitar was absolutely amazing. And I've always had, you know, a love for music. It's always been kind of like my passion. And like, I love making reaction videos. But do I see that being my main thing in the future? No, I kind of want to make songs. You know, I kind of want to make songs every week because, you know,
Yeah, man.
It's just like with things going on, it's just been difficult with how busy I've been. But I'm trying. We're gonna get some stuff out. I honestly think the future for my channel is gonna be pretty dope. Which I guess brings me to like my next pointer for you know on here for you is what are future goals for your channel?
Oh. Well, you know,
I know you hit that 1K, but you know I know you're not stopping there.
Honestly, I think long term, I would love to, you know, see some monetary value come from it. I think that would be cool. That's not why I make music though. But
No,
I guess it'd be kind of cool to see, like, you know, long term, to see something come back from putting everything into making music. I think
I see that.
the end goal would be, you know, 100K as far as like YouTube per se. Be able to get one of those, you know, like the little YouTube black things. Just to be like, yeah.
That's your end goal? What if you go further than that? What if you go beyond?
Well,
Plus Ultra.
That's all up to. Plus Ultra. Yeah, you know, if I were to go beyond that, that would be awesome. Obviously, where I'm at right now, I don't see either one of those really as like it seems so far out.
You're just you're taking it like step by step at this point.
Exactly. You know, and that's what I'm doing. I like making music. I like doing what I'm doing, and I'm not getting burnt out, which I think is key, because if I was doing it this regularly, and I started getting bored with it, or I started, you know, losing inspiration, then that would be a problem, and I'd have to step back and be like, okay, what am I lacking? Where do I need to, you know, be inspired again? But
I totally feel that. Yeah, it's cool that you're not getting burnt out.
Yeah, which, you know, that's what I was really worried about. Getting back into doing, you know, uploading on YouTube regularly. It's just so easy to, you know, lose that passion. But I think mixing it up every so often really does help. You know, doing stuff that you personally love, as well as doing things that, you know, might be a little more on the, hey, other people would like to see this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. I did have a comment earlier about what you were saying about your reaction channel.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I think it's really cool that you want to focus on, you know, making your own music and stuff. But yet you're still reacting, and I think that's actually like a really cool way to do it, because you're able to react to these videos and you're able to see how other people are making these songs, and to be able to go and make these, you know, like 5, 10, 15 minute long videos and break these songs down. It really shows, like, you know, you do have a knowledge for music, and the fact that you know how songs work, you know how music works. It really shows that you are going to go far with this music, and I think that's really cool. So I'm really excited to see what you're going to be like putting out in the future, man, as far as like, you know, original songs and such.
Yeah, I've been thinking the same thing of like I you know, expose myself to all these artists, different artists who have different, like, honestly, do not compare any of these nerdcore artists to one another. They are not the same. I hate when people do that.
Oh.
Like,
yeah.
Daddy Fat Snaps is Daddy Fat Snaps. Schwubbity is Schwubbity. Fable's Fable. Do not compare them. They all have their own flows. They all have their own style. And they're all doing their own thing. And, like, I know, I think Fable has said that he hates being compared because, like, it's like, Fable's Fable. No one's like Fable. The only person who's like Fable is Fable. And there was one person who compared me, saying that, you know, that I could be the next Fable. And I was like, I don't think I could do that, because Fable's Fable and I'm me. You know, I don't, you know, I'm doing my thing. Fable's doing his thing. And I don't want to be the next Fable. I want to be Kaos. I want to be, you know, Kaos, or your boy Kaos. You know what I'm saying?
Your boy Kaos.
I took it, cause I know what this person meant by when they said it.
Yeah.
But
they didn't mean it in a bad way.
I know, but like personally, you know, I kind of wanted to say, you know, that's why I didn't, you know, I didn't shoot back at them in like a mean way. I just said, hey, you know, thanks for that. I know, thanks for the compliment, but like, you know, you know, Fable's Fable, and I'm me. You know, I was nice about it. You know.
Yeah.
And I get where the compliment's coming from. It comes from a place of like positivity. I know they don't mean anything bad by it. I just, you know, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
it's never cool to compare, because at the end of the day, you know, Game Boy Jones is never going to sound anything like Rustage.
I would be scared if that happened. I'd be scared if that happened. He just like makes a song impersonating Rustage now.
Well, hey, you know, with that video that Rustage did, his Game Boy Jones was pretty spot on. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, yeah, I mean the flow and everything, but like you know that he's not gonna do that on the regular. Like Rustage is gonna keep doing what Rustage does best, which is Rustage.
Yeah.
That sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like doing his own stuff. He does his stuff well.
Yeah.
You know.
He does. And the thing is, people have different tastes too. You know, somebody who likes Game Boy Jones may not like Rustage, or vice versa. And I think it's cool that we have a community that's so diverse as far as nerdcore, where you can find different styles of it. Because it's hard to find that in other, you know, communities, really. Even in music.
All right, let's see here.
And when people compare, it's just like, don't.
Okay, we're gonna try to like wrap this up a little quickly. I don't know how long this is gonna be. It might be like, you know, it might be a little bit while. Bear with us, everybody. We're still going.
Yeah, we're
okay.
I think we're at 50 minutes right now. Yeah, going on.
I don't know. There's a part we have to cut out.
We gotta cut out everything.
Yeah, we're gonna cut everything.
Except for the
it's just
intro.
gonna be cake.
It's just the intro and the cake jokes.
And then the cake jokes. That's
it. Gonna be.
Do you have any future projects that you're okay sharing? Like I know you're doing a Zenitsu rap. If I'm saying that right. I've never seen Demon Slayer, so.
Oh, dude, you need to watch Demon Slayer.
I know I'm missing out. Like
it's so good. People say it's overhyped, but oh, dude, it's the animation. If for nothing else, just the animation. They're able to use CGI in a way. It's just, it's beautiful. But yeah, no, I got a Zenitsu rap coming out soon. It'll actually probably be out by the time this podcast is up.
This will come out sometime probably next week. I was thinking maybe next Monday. Monday being Monday like the 20. Is it the 20th? Yeah, it'd be the 20th, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be the 20th. If all goes well, it should be out on the 20th. If not,
sweet.
Maybe the Wednesday. But hopefully we'll shoot for Monday. But we'll shoot for Monday. That gives me almost a week. So, but yeah. I know that one's gonna be like you shot that one. Like, did you actually shot that one? Like it was a live action, right? Like your music video.
Yeah. So that another thing that was kind of inspired by JT Music, a live action nerdcore rap.
That's cool.
Because
dude.
I never saw anybody do a Zenitsu live action rap, and I was like, yo, let me just order this cosplay real quick. My brother who's really
how much
into,
did that cost?
Photography and film.
Because that looks lit, dude. I've seen pictures of Zenitsu, and that looks lit, dude.
It was, I think it was like the whole thing was $50 at the end, which wasn't awful.
That's not bad for what it looks like. Like, not gonna lie, it looks really good. So you got a good deal.
Yeah, it was, Amazon Prime, man, does wonders.
And then you have someone doing, is it? I'm gonna mess up her name. Nezuko, right?
Nezuko, yeah.
Nezuko,
so I actually got my girlfriend to come in as Nezuko for a little.
Dude, I could never get my girlfriend to do anything on my channel. I've tried to ask my girlfriend to be on a song, and she's like, she just bottles up and goes, "Wait, what?" She's gonna watch this podcast, going, "You mother."
What are you talking about me in your podcast?
Calling you out.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was funny because I met my girlfriend through theater. We were both theater kids, so as far as performing and stuff, we're both pretty comfortable in the area. So I was able to get her to come on for the video, which was cool.
You want to know something cool?
What's that?
I was in theater as well.
Yo, let's go, theater kids. Oh man, no, you don't. Oh, dude, you don't understand. Like, once somebody comes out and says, "Yeah, I was a theater kid," it explains everything.
It really does.
No matter what how they approach themselves, they're either like that type of theater kid or this type of theater kid. It's like either way, it explains everything.
It's probably why I'm very comfortable in front of a camera making videos. It's probably why, because I'm like, there's no audience, you know, so I'm already like one step ahead of that like normal stage fright kind of stuff. I had stage fright for a while. I took theater, to be honest, to get better with public speaking, but then I found a love for it, so I was like, okay. And I got better at public speaking, and I found a love for being in theater, and I was actually in some productions that my high school put together, which was really dope.
That's awesome. My story of how I got there is a little less inspiring.
A little less inspiring.
Yeah, no, I got into theater because, you know, there was this girl I liked, and I was like, oh, she's in the theater. Not my current girlfriend, which hopefully she doesn't listen to this now, because I would oof.
Awkward.
A little. You know,
no, it's all right.
I love you, honey.
No, we're just gonna make both of our girlfriends upset by this podcast.
Oh, dude. Rename this Chaos's Corner, more like make your girlfriend's
the first corner. And last podcast episode ever, guys. Oh man.
It's fine. You know, everything's cake, so it's all good.
All right. So other than the Zenny, you were still talking about the Zenitsu one, weren't you?
Oh no, I was just gonna say it'll already be out by the time this is out. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out because it's pretty dope.
Yeah, go check it out.
Yeah, but as far as future projects, I do have a future project that I'll leak here and only here until it gets closer. But within the next couple of weeks, I will actually be doing a rap battle with. Actually, you know what? I'll keep the other artist a surprise, but it's going to be a Bakugo versus Inosuke rap battle.
Okay, I'm interested in that one already.
Yeah, it's it came together really well, and I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah, I always thought about doing a rap battle because, like, I thought about doing it, but I didn't know anybody who would do it. I think I was watching I'm watching like One Piece, obviously at the moment. I'm still in the middle of it. Dude, I feel like there's hundreds of episodes. I can't finish with that.
There's so many.
But I'm watching Naruto, and I got to the section. I don't know if you've watched that far, but with Killer Bee, he uses.
I have not.
He uses 8 swords. So I was like, what if you did a rap battle with like Zoro, because he uses 3 swords versus Killer Bee with 8 swords? Who's the better swordsman with their multiple sword styles? And
then you could bring like General Grievous in.
Like,
just 4 swords, sabers.
Just like have him come in at the end, just as a random like, you know, yeah, just like then like both of them are like, who the heck is this guy? But I thought that would be cool. I've had other ideas for rap battles that I think are cool, but just no one else to feature on them besides me. I was like, okay, until I met some people, but like I had a lot of cool ideas, and I guess I have a lot of future projects that I'm working on, but I don't have finished. Like, I'm trying to finish a Sasuke rap, which is really kind of difficult. I might, like, scrap, like, what beat I'm using, because I want to use one of my own. I want to produce my own. So I might, like, scrap that idea, and, like, I know not all the lyrics for it are going to be, like, null and void. I could probably, like, rewrite them to fit the new beat. But I think it'd be easier to write to my own beat, because it's like, I feel like because it's my beat, I feel already more tied to it than like someone else's beat. Like, don't get me wrong, man, I love other people's beats, but it's just like, I have this thing where like, I feel more hyped.
It's your
with
baby.
My own. Yeah, I have hype with my own, but I am working on one, and I'm gonna leak it here because it's gonna, you know, you are gonna be featured on it, hopefully, the Deku one that I'm working on right now. That one, one I'm actually gonna be more like more of my baby, because I'm actually gonna record. Literally, I'm putting guitar and bass to it of my own, like actually recording it. I'm not actually just like MIDI or anything. It's not sampled or anything. Like, I'm actually recording with my own 2 hands and a guitar or my bass, and just, you know, that one's gonna be good. I think that I showed you a little preview of what the chorus is gonna sound like, and you thought it was
did.
Lit.
It sounds so good. He showed me the sample, like a little sneak peek of like this song, and I was just like, then I was just vibing, dude. I was like, I'm already ready, dude. Give me a pad and a pen. I'll start writing right now.
All right. So I have these at the bottom. Let's see how long we might be able to do. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. I don't care. This is a little long. It's a little long.
Let's go. Let's keep going.
All right. I have in here It says top 5 anime question mark. What are your top 5? I wrote down my top 5 in case you shot back with that question. But what are your top 5 anime? Like right now, it could change. Like mine changes, but like, what's your top 5 anime
they're
you're
always
watching?
changing.
What's your top 5 anime you're watching right now? How about that? Or you could be finished, but you count it in your top 5.
Okay. Right now, and it's always changing. So if I find a new one, then that'll take a place. But as of right now, Demon Slayer, One Punch Man, we'll do The Promised Neverland.
Ooh, I need to check that one out.
Oh, dude, Promised Neverland is so good.
Gotta finish Fire Force on my end.
Finish Fire Force. People give it a lot of crap, and it does have problems, but it's fun. It's just a really fun show.
I enjoyed it. I've watched like 4 or 5 episodes, and I enjoyed it. I just gotta finish it.
Yeah. There's a few parts where it drags, but toward the end, it really, right, it's fire.
Is that 4? Did you say 4 of them? You said.
That is 4, yeah.
Yeah. So I got one more. What's your last one?
Oof. That's tricky. You know what? We'll go with Mob Psycho. I've been having a lot of fun watching that recently. I've just started, but it's a lot of fun. It's made by the same guy who made One Punch Man, so it already has that comical part where it's just I just really enjoy that type of stupid comedy.
I like the intro for that.
Oh yeah, it's
I've
wild.
never seen it, but I've seen the intro, and I know there's this artist that he did a cover of the intro. Nate Wants to Battle.
Oh,
look that up.
Dude, I love Nate.
Dude, his rendition of that intro is probably the reason why we'll probably check it out at some point. But again, I'm in the middle of so much stuff. Of my list of my top 5.
I don't blame you.
Of my list of my top 5, there is only one that I'm all caught up on, and it is continuing.
Which one is that?
I'll name my top 5, okay, and you'll know which one I'm all caught up on because, okay. My top 5 right now: Naruto, My Hero Academia, Fairy Tail, Dragon Ball Z, and One Piece. So I already said I was in the middle of One Piece, and I'm in the middle of Dragon Ball Z. Fairy Tail, I'm still kind of towards the end. Naruto. I have to finish up.
You're caught up on Naruto, isn't it?
Nope, My Hero Academia. I'm going caught up to. Yeah, Naruto, I said I was still watching Naruto.
Oh, so, dude, there's so many episodes.
I'm literally in the middle of the 3, the Jump Force game. The 3 characters on the front are the main characters from each of those. So I'm in the middle of big anime. One Piece, I'm just I'm gonna watch it, and then if I get sick of it, I'll watch a smaller anime or something. And Dragon Ball the same way. Right now I'm trying to kind of get done with the Frieza stuff. I know everyone's like, dude, you should have watched this when you were a kid. I'm like, I did. I just bits and pieces.
I'm in that same boat.
Bits and pieces. I watched as a kid, but I don't remember anything. I remember some things. I remember Cell a little bit, and I remember Boo, but that's it. So everyone's like, why? I'm like, okay, I should say I'm rewatching it as an adult because my kid self doesn't remember. I can't remember anything from my kid self. I can't remember anything.
Well, I found that reading the manga can help with some of the bigger ones because you can get through it a lot quicker. Yeah. That's what I've been doing with Naruto because oh my god, there's so many episodes. I can't watch that much.
Naruto
my
for
eyes
me
will just start bleeding.
Is probably my favorite, my number 1 favorite, and I'm gonna say this because it was my childhood, and 2, because of the feelings I felt inside when I watched. Okay. It only has an edge over My Hero Academia because My Hero Academia is close second. Naruto fair. For me is number 1 because it was my childhood, so that's kind of why it gives it the edge. But the feeling I had, because I just recently got done with the Pain fight, and if you guys know what happens at the end of the Pain fight in the series, and just what happens with Naruto and how and whatever, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you've seen the end of that, at the end of that whole fight, and after after he comes back to the village, and just the reception he has back to the village after saving it from Pain was it honestly made me cry. It was beautiful, and I loved it. I loved it so much, and I mean, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. It's one of those things. And if you haven't seen it and you're watching Naruto and you're trying to catch up, literally watch that because it'll make you feel all these emotions inside. if you watch that without feeling anything, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just so beautifully done.
I need to make sure I take a break from the manga just to watch that episode now, because
like it
I'm
takes
a sucker
like
for like a good emotional
like that fight,
media, you know.
It takes place over the course of like 15 or so. I don't know how many episodes, because I kind of binged it in a day. I was like, let's go. Next episode. And
this is the only proper way to watch anime.
yeah, like between like when just find out what episode Pain comes to the village and then watch from that, and just it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean,
I'll have to check it out, man.
You know what? I'm gonna say this right now. The whole village gets destroyed. And
wait, back up. The whole village?
Almighty push. Have you not heard any of the songs made by any of them? Like, I'm not gonna tell you.
No,
how.
I've stayed away from Naruto songs because I'm still trying to like.
All right, I'm not gonna say anymore. I just spoiled you. It's okay. You're gonna watch it.
It's how old is this show? Like, it's been around since early 2000s. So I mean,
I think when the Pain stuff aired,
anybody.
I think when the Pain stuff aired, it was like 10 years ago. I don't know, around that. It's been a while.
10 years
like,
is too far. 11 years it would have been okay, but 10 years is too soon.
My Hero Academia, definitely. If you had to count like newer anime that's come out in the last few years, My Hero Academia, because like the movies and the show, like the shows and then even the movies, like
it's
the
so good.
feeling.
I'm actually still not caught up on My Hero. I've only seen the first 2 seasons and the first movie.
The second movie is going to have you. Literally at the end, it's gonna have you so, like, it's gonna surprise you, shock you, make you like, you're gonna feel so many emotions in like a 10-minute time span. You won't even know what to do with yourself. I saw it in theaters, and the fan response to the end of that movie, like if you've seen the first one, right? Two Heroes, right?
Yeah.
Like it was
okay.
better than the end when movie spoilers. In the end, with him, with Deku and All Might, where they both did the double like Detroit Smash. You know what I'm saying? At the
that was a cool moment.
Yeah, that end of that movie like left me like it just left me like really like chills of like it was amazing.
Yeah.
And the theater fan response for that movie was amazing. But with Heroes Rising, oh my God, they took that movie to the whole new level.
Oh man, are you saying they smashed your expectations?
Oh. They brought 100%, and then oh man, but then Fairy Tail. I put Fairy Tail in there because Fairy Tail was like the first. It was like the anime to get me back into anime. Like I guess when I was a kid, I watched it because it was like, oh cool, it looks like I didn't even know what anime was when I was little. I was like, oh, I'm like 8 years old. Let's watch Naruto.
It's a cartoon.
I was like, oh, it's cartoon, and then later I find out it's anime. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like when you watch
Japanese cartoon,
like anime. So Fairy Tail was the anime to get me back into anime. So but I'm still in the middle of it.
Nice.
And my ex actually got me back into anime, which, it was awesome.
At least
it's
something
like
good came from it.
Yeah, I know, at least something good. And like I don't think I would be sitting here reacting to anime songs and stuff like that if it wasn't for the fact that I love anime now. So,
yeah. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know the Carter sauce, and I would cry because
And I wouldn't know your boy Kaos.
I would cry for absolutely no reason. I wouldn't know why I'm crying because I wouldn't know that I was missing out on this.
And I'd be having these weird dreams where God comes down and is like, "It's your boy Kaos." And I'm like, "What? I don't understand."
And then Dragon Ball Z, because like I'm binging. I literally started binging. I've been binging Dragon Ball, and it's just like I'm so amazed by it. Like I remember watching it. Like I remember watching it as a kid, but like I'm understanding it much more now. Like I feel like back then I was just like, oh, okay, it's again a cartoon. It's on. You know what I'm saying? Like it's on TV. Let's watch it. It's entertaining.
My only beef with Dragon Ball is that it gets very repetitive.
Oh, it does, but
But it's still fun. It's pure fun.
It's pure fun. Like, watch it. You could watch it, go away from it, come back to it, and like literally the guy says previously on Dragon Ball Z, and you'll know exactly where you are. You'll be like, oh, okay. Like, it's one of those anime, like I could stop in the middle of an arc or anything like that, and then I could come back to it. And just be absolute. I would know what's going on. It would be like, oh, hey, we're in the middle. We're in the middle of the Frieza fight. Oh, hey, they're you know.
I feel like similar with My Hero as far as like they recap a lot, but Dragon Ball it's more like they draw out their fights, I guess.
Yeah.
So that you're not like, okay, we're on the second episode of the 5 episodes of this fight. Where My Hero is just like, we're gonna recap the past 2 seasons in this one episode. Okay, cool. I know where we're at.
Yeah, and then One Piece because I like Luffy. I really like Luffy's character, and I mean he's not my I like Zoro too. I feel like I can't pick a favorite between Luffy and Zoro. Like I feel like I like Zoro, but then I do appreciate Luffy because Luffy makes me happy, man. I watch One Piece. Some days I feel sad, and like Luffy, like his laugh and everything, it just, you know, his smile, whatever, just makes me feel better about my day. Like I don't know, man. That little straw hat gum boy, man, he makes me happy, man. That little gummy boy, you know. You know, because he has the.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen or read One Piece.
Okay, he has the powers to be like stretchy because he ate the gum fruit. So whenever
So he's Plastic Man.
Well, he's rubber. He can stretch and he can like expand himself. Like sometimes he'll take in like a lot of food and he'll look like big because he eats a lot of food, like the anime protagonist like thing where they eat a lot of food, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like he just gorges all the food. all the characters like, why are you taking my food? Like it's like seriously like that. Like it's amazing. It's awesome.
Yeah. I've wanted to get into One Piece, but I think even like compared to Naruto and Dragon Ball, it's so intimidating to look and just see all of those chapters or all of those episodes.
I would honestly just take it bit by bit. Like it's one of those shows where like it's probably not going to end anytime soon. And
that's fair.
Like you could just like watch 50 episodes and then stop for a little bit and then come back and watch another like 20, 30 or 50, you know, whatever you feel like it, then stop for a little bit. Like it's one of those ones where like you could stop and come back to it and then you'll probably know what's going on. Like I've been stuck in the middle of one of the bigger arcs towards the end. Where they're in Alabasta, for the people who understand. It's taken me literally the last 2 years to get through that. Because I just like go back to it every once in a while because there's other anime I get into. And I just finished that arc, so I'm gonna take a break from fairy tale. I mean One Piece. I looked at the word fairy tale on my little Google Doc here with all the questions, and I said fairy tale, but I mean One Piece. Yeah, I'm taking a break from it to watch other things like Demon Slayer, and then catch up on Fire Force and stuff like that.
And then you can come back to something
bigger, because it's not going anywhere, and then I could catch up and then watch the bigger ones while I wait for the new seasons of the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I feel like I'm gonna do about it. And I guess like the last thing I have on this list, and we could continue from here after this last little bullet point, or we could just end it. But I have a question here. Right. Do you have any other hobbies that you do outside of making music?
Ooh, yes. I don't know if I would consider them so much as hobbies. Obviously I said I was a theater kid. So theater was like a really big pastime. Back, before all the COVID and Corona stuff started, that was kind of the other big thing that I would do besides making music. Other than that, dude, honestly, just reading comics, watching, all these like animes and stuff that's actually been on the newer side, but I've always been a huge comic nerd.
That's awesome. And, I love comics. Yeah, dude. They're so cool.
Oh, dude,
like a manga too. I mean, manga and comics are so good.
Yeah. I mean, manga was kind of my introduction to anime because I would go to the library, and I'd be like looking through the comics, like, oh, I can't get Batman, gotta get my Spider-Man. And then I'd be like, oh, it's backwards. I was like, oh,
nice. This is
all right.
Interesting.
We'll try checking out, this Dragon Ball, this, whatnot. And that was kind of my introduction to be like, oh, they made cartoons of this.
That's cool.
But yeah. What about you, dude? Like, what are your hobbies besides reacting and making music.
Like,
and
this is my
saying,
hobby.
It's your boy Kaos.
It is my hobby. No, because I'm so busy with like school and whatnot. Like, music is my hobby, and like people don't understand how much like little free time I actually have to do this. And like, I made a video the other day, you know, saying I was gonna take a break. Well, other day from this video, it's gonna be. I'll have a few more reactions out. You know, before this video comes out, because I'm just taking a little bit of a break, you know, so I can do this kind of video, so I can make this podcast and not feel, you know, weighed down by everything. I'm just taking a breather, you know, we're gonna just chill out in this podcast, and then I was gonna react, you know, just because I felt like the pressure with everything was just becoming too much, and I need to kind of finish with my college course, at least for the summer.
Yeah, dude, you got to put that, you know, school at the end of the day, that your education does come first, you know.
Yeah, so between that and my job, like, you know, if I'm not working, I'm doing school, but then I also hang out with my girlfriend, you know, so it's like she helps a lot.
You hang out with your girlfriend?
You would be surprised at how many.
What a simp. Had to sneak that in. I'm sorry.
No, but she helps me a lot too. She's helped me come up with like a lot of bars in my songs. So, you know.
That's awesome.
And she's like been like the
usually
number
when
one.
I go.
She's the number one like she's like the number one like source of my like drive to continue going, like my support. You know. She's like, oh,
dude,
no.
That's awesome.
And you know, she always supports me, and she helps. Like she buys me a lot of things, and I feel bad sometimes. Like I have a lot of like figures and fig pins sitting on my desk right now that she bought me. I literally have, I have a Vegeta one where he's Super Saiyan, and then I have a Broly one. I have a Flak from Borderlands 3. I have a Vegeta figure from when he's earlier on, like Saiyan Saga with the tail still. I have a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. I have Hinata. I have a Nejire from My Hero, and I have Todoroki from My Hero, my boy.
Todoroki.
And then I have Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. They were in a set. The Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta were in a fig pin set. But the only figure I have on here is the Vegeta from the earlier on Vegeta. It's like a destroyed armor. His armor on one side is destroyed from like in the fight on Earth. Which is but those are on my desk. Nobody sees those. Like I used to have like I was living at an apartment before this with my ex, and the reason I'm back, here, I moved back in with my parents is because my ex and I we broke up, and I left because I got basically I just left because so I came back here.
Yeah.
And now I used to have like a setup there where I'd have a shelf with all these figures being shown. I had way less figures back then. I had way less like pop vinyls, and I had like, now my collection's huge just because like I'd always go over and my girlfriend now would be like, oh, I bought you something. And I'm like, what is it? And she'd be like, here you go. And I'm like, she's like, I got you this, and pulls out this Todoroki fig pin, and me just loses my mind. Oh. I'm like, my boy. Just like.
That's so sweet though.
No, I absolutely I cosplayed at a con, Todoroki.
Dude, okay. That's another hobby. I totally forgot.
That reminded it
Cosplay.
Goes on with the question. We did not sidebar too much, guys.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm totally sorry, but yeah, no, cosplaying was a huge thing for a while. Going to like Comic Cons and stuff. Yeah. I don't know if like, or were you like really into that at all?
I've only been to one like anime convention, but I've been to like 2 conventions in general. I've been to
they're a lot of fun.
I've been to a convention. It was called Heroes and Villains, and then it was like Walker Stalker. So it was like they put superheroes and like, and then like Walking Dead and like sci-fi stuff together. And I actually went, and I'm really into like the CW superhero shows like Flash and Arrow and all that. And I'm also really into like Walking Dead. What?
I'm sorry. We can't be friends now. The CW shows, they started off okay. All right.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie.
Pet peeve.
I'm not gonna lie. They did. They need to end them. That's what I think. So, I liked them in the beginning.
They dragged them out way too long.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I only watched.
I will say the whole Crisis event. I think that was really cool though. Like all the cameos and so like Kevin Conroy and whatnot. That was cool.
The only thing I think that they should do is I just keep watching them just in case they pick it back up with something interesting. But I think it doesn't seem like I still enjoy them because I enjoy like the actors and I know they do a lot of cool stuff. But it just seems like it seems like they need to find a way.
I don't blame the actors at all.
No.
It's the writing, honestly.
It's like what more can you do? It's like what more can you do? You've already brought in all the big bads and you kind of like it just seems like I love the series and like Arrow, like I do agree, like it needed to end, and I think the cast kind of knew it, and it ended in such a perfect way. Like I think like the way they ended it was absolutely amazing. But like no hate to the shows. It just the beginnings were they had strong beginnings and they just seemed to be you could see within the ratings too. Like
and you can kind of find that point where they were like, okay, this would have been like the perfect place to kind of cut that off there.
I'm not gonna say that,
but
overall the idea was cool. They started out strong. The idea was cool, but like
and as long as they keep making money, they're gonna keep making them. That's what it comes down to.
I still reserve judgment. They could come out with a new season that has such a cool premise, and it might pick back up. Who knows? If
they were able to do that, especially with the Flash, if they were able to somehow turn it around, dude, I would be all over that because we haven't had a good Flash in a while.
Yeah, the first season with Reverse Flash and the second season with Zoom, I think those are the strongest.
So good. It was about season 3 where they should have cut it off right there. Savitar was all right.
Yeah, well, okay, spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it. Savitar being himself was kind of
yeah. It was a little.
Yeah, but that's I guess my hobbies is just nerd stuff, dude. I love making music. And, other than that, I mean, I make music. I react to videos. I could tell you right now, I have 4 or 5 songs that are partially written right now that I cannot.
Dude,
I'm having such a hard time because they're written to other beats, and it's not the other beats' fault. It's more of the fault where I don't feel hype about them anymore. Because it's but I feel like
you
because
listen to them so many times.
If I make the beat, I listen to the melody enough times. I think I've got a basic sense of the beat, so I can write to it, without having the beat in my listening to it all the time. And some beats,
sure.
I want to change the structure of them a little bit. Sometimes you'll have a beat and you think it goes into a chorus, and you're like, wait, is that actually a chorus? And then you find out it's not, and you're like, oh.
This was a one-take beat the whole time.
Oh, and then you look at the beat and you're like, this is freestyle beat, and you're like, all right.
That's the worst feeling ever.
Not to say freestyle beats are bad. It's just I find a good beat that I like, and I'm like, oh, this is a vibe.
But when you have the intention of making a song, it's
not freestyle, actually making a structure of verse and chorus and then stuff like that. It's just. But making my own beats has been that's my new. That's my new passion right now because I love making them. Some beats just come together so well and they sound more complete. Some beats I think about going, oh, what does it need, and I just take my time on them. I made one the other day. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's 80s themed and like 80s, 1980s. It's from a pack. I found the samples on a pack on Splice. And I just vibed with it, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I might consider doing something with Patreon, which might be what I'm actually gonna do after this point is do a Patreon.
Yeah.
Where I charge maybe $1 or something to become a patron and give patrons for who are the $1 patrons 24-hour access to my podcasts and songs and whatnot, and reactions kind of come out. Reactions kind of come out when I get them done, and I don't really feel purposely waiting on them to have my patrons come in, but I feel these podcasts are something I can hype up and be here, you want a 24-hour early access to the audio file that I'm gonna put in the video so you can listen to it, go ahead.
Or do an unedited version.
Oh, the outtakes or whatever, and then
the pre-ramble.
I was gonna make a more expensive one, a monthly thing where I'd throw up a free beat that people could just use royalty free. Do a $10 a month. You get one beat to use royalty free if you want. You know what I'm saying? Other producers out there, something like that.
Yeah.
I haven't finalized that, but that might be the beat I throw up there, And you can use it for whatever you want. Dope. You could throw it up as behind your videos. You could make a song to it. Use it in whatever manner you want. You can put it as your intros, your outros. I don't care. You're not gonna get striked by me. Just Like, all I'm gonna ask is that you say this beat was made by this person. Done. Easy. Just say, oh, this outro beat or this song beat I made was made by, your boy Kaos, and then just that's it. You're not gonna you can monetize the video, and I don't care.
Oh, you know what you gotta do? You gotta put a little tag on it.
I will, yeah.
Be like, it's your boy Kaos, Kaos.
It's your boy Kaos on the beat. Oh my gosh. This is the producer tag.
It's your beat, Kaos.
Oh man.
That'd be so good.
All right, man. It's been fun having you on this podcast. I think I'm gonna try to wrap it up here.
Sure, dude. Yeah.
But it's been awesome having you on, especially the first episode it's gonna be hype though. So I feel like everyone's gonna be excited for it.
Yeah, man. I'm excited to. I'm honored to be your first guest on here. It's really cool. I think this will be a thing that really takes off for you and your channel.
Oh yeah, I've got a lot of people.
At least I hope so.
I've got a lot of people
because there's not
to come on, a lot of content creators. Like I have, I think I'll keep that a secret for now. I'll tell you when we're not recording. That way I can keep a secret till it happens. But I have a lot of different content creators, different types of content creators wanting to come on, which is dope. Kind of bringing them all together. And I mean, there's Chaos's Corner here,
Heck yeah, dude. And I mean, there's not a lot of I don't think there's really any podcasts that, talk about things like, Nerdcore specifically and whatnot.
Yeah.
Sure, there's ones talk about YouTube, but nothing hey,
yeah,
we're going to talk about people and whatnot who make songs about anime and video games. And
well, yeah, and every podcast of mine is going to be different and kind of tailored to who's going to be on it, if I have,
I think that's dope.
If I have somebody on here who doesn't do Nerdcore stuff, I will probably tailor it more towards what they do,
Yeah, man.
Mostly Nerdcore.
I mean, it's fine.
Mostly people in the Nerdcore community who either make songs or react to songs. Those are mostly the ones that are probably going to be on it. But I have a few that want to feature on my podcast that do Twitch streaming and stuff like that.
Yeah. So and I mean, at the end of the day, it's all cake.
It's all cake, yeah. Just remember, guys, at the end of the day, it's all cake. But yeah, it's all cake. It's been awesome having you. I'm gonna give you this last little bit of segment to plug your channel. Tell everybody tell everybody to follow or follow you on Twitter. Plug whatever you want. Just take this time. Just plug away.
All right, yeah. Hey guys, thanks so much. It's been an honor to be on here. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at @the_Carter Sauce. And you can find me on YouTube, just punch in Carter Sauce, and I'll should be the first one that pops up there. I make songs about anime, video games, comic books, normal stuff too, mostly rap. I think that's all I have to say.
Yeah, I'll post all the links in the description below for you all to find if you can't. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into this podcast. I know it's probably been a long one, but at the end of the day, just remember, everybody, it's all cake.
It's all cake.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, see you guys later.